special thanks to Renardo and Darian for sending me this story. It's about a 21-year-old in Texas who was tired of taking care of her 2 kids as a single mother. She wrote this: "Having to do this parent alone has really made me a lot stronger and shows me that I am capable of doing anything, but at the same time, I want to breathe. I want to be able to go to the restroom at least once without little kids following my A. I want to be able to sleep in because I don't have to get up just because kids are up. I want a break. And I'm comfortable enough to say that now and not give a F what no one says because I am human." Before we get into this story, take a second to subscribe and click the notification bell for all updates. If you're new to the channel, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to reply to all of you. This story comes from Palestine, Texas, so if you're from Palestine, Texas or Athens, Texas, let me know below in the comments as well. Olivia Popham, also known as Livy J on Facebook, was a 21-year-old mother of 2 little boys. She was raising her kids alone and acknowledged that winter was coming. On September 30th, she wrote, "Looking like a lonely, cold December for me." Livy was not in a relationship with her kid's father. She told the folks on Facebook, "If anything ever happens to me, do not give my kids to their dad permanently, because while I was alive, he couldn't help take care of them. Then why wait until I'm gone?" She wrote that on September 16th, 2021, and doubled down on October 19th with a repost. She was depressed that her child's father wasn't there, and she couldn't find another man to take care of her and her 2 little boys. A guy wrote this on Facebook. He said, "As a man, I don't want to see my lady working hard, struggling, depressed, any of that. I see her working hard, I'm going to work harder so she doesn't have to. I see her needing something, I'm going to get it so she doesn't have to stress and struggle to get it. I see her depressed, I'm going to go all out to lift her up. Normal things that men should do. It's weird seeing how some of these men be treating their lady." She reposted that man's comment and said they don't make them like this anymore. Livy was selling snack food and delivering them to customers aside from taking care of her boys. She was a part of a social group, the Backwood Bosses in Texas. She believed the group was like a second family to her. They helped her to get her mind off all of her problems. On October 13th, she went on Facebook to express how hard it was raising her 2 boys alone, not being able to sleep in or go to the bathroom without one of them following her. She reposted that 6 days later on October 19th, and then an hour later she wrote what would be her last message. She said, "Checking out, I'm sorry but I can't keep battling depression. To the ones that were really there, I love y'all. If I do succeed at this, please make sure my kids are okay, please." That last message was at 9:01 p.m. About 15 minutes later, she was in her car driving on the highway, crossed the center line and collided into another vehicle. According to reports, the incident took place on Highway 19 south of Athens, Texas. It happened at 9:17 p.m. Texas Department of Public Safety troopers arrived on scene, and upon their initial investigation, they found that Olivia's 2017 Nissan Sentra was heading southbound on Highway 19, and she collided head-on with the man who was traveling northbound in his Ford pickup truck. That man is Travis Pittman. Travis was transported to the hospital, and his condition is unknown at the time of this recording, but Olivia was DOA from the impact. A couple of weeks before this incident, Olivia went on Facebook at night and she wrote, "Slowly losing my mind." The next morning she wrote, "Mentally at my lowest." So Olivia, she was battling depression, overwhelmed with taking care of her kids. I saw someone applauding her for not doing anything to the kids. The woman was saying that she loved them enough to keep them safe. But wait, she crossed over the lines to the opposite lane to intentionally crash into an innocent man head on. What if that man had his wife or his kids in the car? So no, there's no applauding going on in this situation at all. What Olivia's story is doing is giving a lot of other young mothers an opportunity to go on Facebook, and they say they can relate to her depression, the struggle with being upset and taking care of her kids as a single mom. And here's my issue. Most of these modern women today have mental issues. Women of this new age are so free, yet so unhappy. Instead of helping, going to therapy, speaking to licensed professionals and getting clinical help, they go on social media to air out their problems. Every day we see them on Facebook, TikTok, and IG, everywhere, just going crazy. No one in their family is calling them and saying, hey, you need help. You need to get off social media. You need to go see a counselor. None of their friends are telling them to go to therapy. Another thing, a lot of women get angry when they realize being independent all alone raising kids is not so cool like the people who promote the lifestyle on social media. They don't tell you about the struggle. They just post whatever looks good. And then those women, they push younger women to keep making the same mistakes because they want them to join the club. Misery loves company. And instead of telling girls not to make the same mistake, they go around encouraging them to do whatever they want to do, sabotaging these women and recruiting them into this lifestyle. Backwood Bosses honored Olivia with a candlelight vigil, and then on Saturday, October 22nd, 2021, the group hosted a party to celebrate her life and raise money to give to her family to go towards her funeral. Very unfortunate situation for her two boys. My heart goes out to them, as well as the innocent man Travis and his family. One thing that had me a little confused here was when Olivia made this statement on Facebook, she posted a lady dancing on TikTok and said that's what she was going to be doing at a Backwood Bosses event that she was going to be attending in September 2021. She said, when you see my white A hitting this tomorrow, just mind your business because I'm going to be in my own world. And I was like, wait, she's a white woman? I thought she was black. But it looks like she was calling herself white because her dad is white and her mother is black. Her mother told everyone to just donate whatever they could because they are mentally not in a good place and they're being bombarded online with too many messages of well wishes and condolences. She has a twin sister who is obviously upset. The twins said they will fall out all the time but would always reconnect the next day. She has two kids as well, but her kids are twins. So her twin, she's been venting on Facebook, and on one of her posts, she went off on their dad, blaming him for this. She said, man, I done woke up just to cry multiple times last night. I can't even be awake without having a face full of tears. I don't know what to do or what I'm supposed to do. It was always us, man. I love you, big girl. I don't even know how to deal with anything after this. These words ain't even enough to explain how the F I'm feeling right now. Man, F you, Frank Popham. She needed a father figure and you wait till my baby was grown to try to enter our lives. My baby could have gotten through a lot of these male problems if her old man was there. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. If I could have her back and give you, I would in a heartbeat, man. And that was her twin saying that about their father. He's been apologizing over and over on his Facebook page for not being there for the girls growing up. He said, you're so right. I'm sorry I didn't give y'all the love and attention y'all deserved. I wish I could take her pain away, all of y'all's. I wish it was me. She wanted to come see me and I told her no because I was embarrassed because I was broke. I wanted to wait till payday and she just wanted to come see me. I told her no. Her mother and father had her as teenagers, and her father, he was in and out of jail and trouble, never really was able to get his life on track. He and the mother also had communication issues. And how her twin lashed out at their father online, that shows a lot about how they were raised by their mother. Because she was a teen mom and she grew up with her kids, it's possible that she talked to them like a big sister instead of a mother. You know, I saw some of their interactions on Facebook and you can kind of see that, which is not uncommon for very young mothers. You're looking at people that became grandparents by age 33 or 34. Growing up with their mother, she probably also put the blame on their father for any hardships they had. Probably told those girls how much of a bad guy their father was, but never once took accountability for her part. She's the one who chose the bad guy. She should have taught her daughters that she made a horrible mistake, making a baby at 15, 16 years old. But instead, she became a teenage mom as well at about 17. You see, a lot of men, they run into women like this. They have unresolved issues with their mom, dad, whoever, their past experiences. They have nothing to do with you, and you attempt to fix them. But while trying to repair them, they break you. So now she's suffering, you're suffering, you put babies in her, they're suffering. And then all you're passing down is generational suffering and failure. For men and women out there, before you get with anybody these days, seriously, you may have to get them a mental check. So here's a question. Their father admitted that he was not there. So is the sister justified for blaming him? Or is she wrong for putting this all on their father? Let me know what you think about this below in the comments. I want to thank Tyrone W, Jarvis, Tyrone S, Dark Power, and Javon. I appreciate all of you for your contributions. You can support this channel too. Links to the Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.